DEGENX-GAMING. So, I'm going to talk about something that the Diablo community, including the devs, has done disrespectfully to player base, just to stop the rogue from doing anything good in the game now. Even though what they said in the patch was all that we got, and nothing else was hidden. Because of the nerfs that they've done, shadow nerfs that they didn't tell anybody about on a rogue, they've actually fucked up puncture. It causes shit to fly backwards when you hit it. And the reason being for that is some of the things that they've shadow nerfed. I went over some of the numbers on my stuff, and I'm noticing that my imbuements got nerfed. The traps got nerfed. And as you can see here as well. What used to be 25% was 17% and is now 10.5 critical strike damage. Got nerfed as well on swords. If you want to go back to other videos, you can see that as well. As you can see, vulnerable damage overall has been nerfed. And we'll take a look at that right now, actually. As you remember, my vulnerable damage was over some 200%. Now it's at 191. I know they keep on calling it an update, but let's just face it. I mean, siphoning strikes, for example, while it's actually necessary to put on to have a siphoning life build, it's a fucking meme these days. It's an absolute joke. It's nowhere near good enough to what it should be. It requires you to be close, no less. So now it's a fucking joke. That's why I made the build that I did. Because I knew they'd probably do some shit like that. And even with, like, full stacks on, like, crit and everything, you barely have above 85% chance for it to hit. Which means that it's only 3%. Like here, I'll show you the ability. If we take a look in the skill tree, okay? Full max, it only heals for 3%, 85% of the chance to heal. Right? And that's only 85% of the time. Doesn't mean that it'll do it all the time, and that's based off of lucky hit chance, which means that 85% is affected by your lucky hit chance. So you have to divide that number, essentially, by your lucky hit chance. And that's how often it will proc. And that's not to say that it actually will, okay? And as you can see, most people never really get lucky hit chance above maybe 40%, 30%. So, 80% of 40%, obviously. You do the math. I'm not really worried about it. You get the point, though. That's practically 30% of the time. So 1/3 of the time, and then divided by, again, mind you, your chance to hit, your actual damage, if they don't dodge, you know. So then that calculates into critical strike chance as well, and critical strike damage, which also got nerfed for a rogue, mind you, on swords, as well as other things. And, for example, like, we don't even use overpower. Like, there's no abilities in our tree that has overpower, but our fucking gear drops overpower like nobody's fucking business. It's pathetic. You know, it's the saddest thing is, like, for example, overpower damage, right? Like, we don't have anything in our Paragon board, like, nothing with our, like, the skills that we use, even a bar, like druids would have, or like necromancers would have, right? That does anything with overpower. So, like, I don't understand why they keep on fucking giving it to us, especially with it's like what? It's like 3% chance to hit with it. And I hate to say this too, like for example, aspects, for example. Here you go. Bursting Venoms. Doesn't work. It does not work. It does not proc. It does not hit. The Icy Alchemist aspect doesn't work, apparently. My buddy that was using that the other day doesn't work. They fucked it up somehow. It was working before, and now it doesn't work. The damage on Lilith is practically zero, and every time I try to attack her now, the poison just falls off for some reason. It just stops altogether now. That's another one. The Butcher's stronger. They said they wouldn't touch the Butcher or Lilith. The Butcher's stronger. Insanely stronger. I mean, yeah, I can still smack the shit out of them, but my buddies are going to have a hell of a time now. They've literally destroyed this build just to fuck with people. They've screwed over, like, I don't even know. It's got to be 7 to 10 different builds. And, you know, the worst part is, like, they're trying to get people to play by focusing on other shit. How about you just let people do what the fuck they want to do and mind your own fucking business? And do what the fuck your fans want you to do, dumbass. Like, you ain't got to do it all, but what the fuck? My buddy was talking about Heart of Trickery, by the way. That's busted as fuck. It doesn't even work. It's supposed to create a shadow around your trap, and they're all supposed to go to the trap. They don't even do that. They go straight towards the rogue. What rogue wants 20 fucking ads coming? You know what? I'm not even going to explain that. That's just fucking plain. You get what I'm saying. It's loathsome is what it is. And we're not the only class that got hit. And I'm here to tell you the dungeons, even though they have more ads, still produce the same amount of XP. All they did was lower the XP to a point where it seemed like it was an upgrade. That's all. It's just a resurgence of people coming back to the game thinking, oh yeah, 50 million. I was getting over 50 million a fucking, like, every 5 dungeons. It does not matter. I was getting a quarter level, like, every, what, 4 or 5 dungeons? You guys saw me on fucking stream doing it. You know, the worst part is this. All we asked for as a customer base was transparency. And what did they do? The same shit as before. They need to start firing people. They need to quit hiring fuckers that are doing shit like this. And they need to quit catering to the business side of things and make a fucking game that people want to play. Because I'm telling you now, you're getting blown out by games that are free to play. You're getting blown out. Blown out. Not even like questionably, you know, you're losing. Oh, I don't know. I think our numbers are... No. You lost more than almost half your fucking customer base in the first week alone because you decided to do nerfs like that. Then you lost YouTubers. They just literally fucking walked away from the game. So there's half your fucking, you know, free fucking advertisement money. Then you lost regular moms and pops that play this game after work and shit because they can't get to level 100.
Macaroni.
Diablo, dev team, this is a message to you. You better straighten the fuck up, dude, because I'm telling you what, I'm getting ready to quit this game. If it happens again, like, I wanted to kill Uber Lilith, so I put on the best thing I could to kill Uber Lilith, and I can't do it. I've gotten 2 characters to level 100, and then you fucking went and buffed her anyways. You gave her fucking harder reach to stun, harder life, more life, and if you didn't, you nerfed the shit out of my rogue to the point where I can't even deal poison damage to her. And I have... Look at this.
Not in town.
Look at this. Over 12,000 attack power. Ranged and over 2k. Critical strike chance is well over a third. 144 on crit strike damage. I've got elite fucking gear. Overpower damage is nuts. Vulnerable damage is insane. All damage is amazing. And damage versus crowd control's psychotic. Damage versus close is even up there. And you're telling me that I can't crit up to like 30, 40 million like these other clowns can? All of a sudden my damage just doesn't matter? Like nothing multiplies? As a rogue? I should have been able to walk into that room at like level 89 when I got the last piece of my gear and I was at about 11,000 attack power. and slaughtered her like a bitch. And you're going to sit there and tell me you're not doing hot fixes to stop people from doing that. I'm here to tell you, if I am unable to kill her with this build, I will never go after Uber Lilith again unless my boys ask me to. And then once everybody's said and done with their level 100 characters, I'm never coming back to this game, most likely. I will put this shit down just like I put down Part 3 when you guys started doing limitless dungeons and fucking random-ass bosses and all that stupid bullshit. When you didn't do anything about the fucking cheaters, the hackers, nothing. You are pathetic. You are unrealistically fucking up a game that could have been great. All from money. No, fuck your customers, right? Don't create a product that's going to come out and people are going to want to buy for the next 20 years. No, what do? You ride the fame off the first team that made a really great game, and that's all you're fucking doing. You're pathetic. I don't mean to insult you in any way, shape, or form, but that's reality. It's a far cry from what Diablo used to be. I find it insulting. I find it a waste of my time and a waste of my money. I find it that all those hours that I put into busting my ass to get this build where it was has just been seized by the nuts and said, fuck you to me, essentially. In front of a fan base, no less. You're an embarrassing business. You're pathetic to boot, and you lie to your customers. That's the worst part. You loathsome scumbags. How dare you? We paid you good fucking money to play a game and enjoy it. Instead, all we got was a nerfed ass, tedious drive for no fucking reason playable game. And then some fucking B-list game comes out and smokes your ass. What's even worse is it's free. And they don't nerf shit like you. And they let you do whatever you want with your builds, however you want to accomplish your fucking tasks. The only thing they fix or nerf is if it's truly actually overpowered, and they never go behind a fucking customer's back. You dirty, backhanded fucking pricks. Your business ethics don't belong in the gaming community. I hope you get bought out by somebody who's better, crushes this game into the dirt until you guys walk the fuck away from it like an indie company, and they hope they bring it back in like 20 years when it's fucking amazing. And then I'll maybe think about fucking buying it again. But I'm here to tell you, I'm never buying another season. I'm never going to be insulted like this again. I'm spending my own personally hard-earned cash that I worked my hands to the fucking blood and bone for, and spent it on this to spend time with my friends, my family, to grind shit out, to bring entertainment to people who think fucking YouTube and these other platforms are pathetic because they keep on censoring everybody. And what do you guys do? You shit all over us. Your customer base. You just shit all over us. You said you wouldn't do this kind of shit again, and you did it. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do next, just to fuck with the head developer. I'm going to finish this character, and when my buddies ask me to go to level 100 fight with Lilith, I'm going to go and we're going to try and beat her, and we're probably going to get our teeth kicked in because you guys are fucking assholes. But I'm going to play a Necro up to level 100. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to fucking build the exact build the developer has for this game and smack the shit out of Lilith. And if it gets nerfed before I get to Lilith, I'll know that you're definitely paying attention to the community that offers you guys free advertising, essentially. At which point I will never, ever pick this fucking game up again. The only reason I'll pick it up is to play in the Eternal Realm with one of my boys. I'm never going to do another season. Never going to buy another pass because you guys are fucking assholes. You're disrespectful to customers. You're shady. You don't belong in the gaming world. You just don't. I find you insulting in every way, shape, and possible. Anyways, enough said. Rant over. Hope you guys have a fucking lovely night. And that's to you, Team Dev. I know you guys want to actually make a good game. You should probably stop listening to the fuckheads above you because they're scumbags. And that's obvious. When they ask you to do some shady shit like that, you probably should have walked away from the team at that point. Just like your buddy did. Anyways, as per usual, YouTube, I apologize for the rants. We are probably not the only character that got fucking hit by a shit like this. That's why rogues have been acting up, because they fucked with rogues that bad that they don't realize that they fucked up Puncture as well, and that people already notice how bad it is. I noticed because I started doing the math. Had some time to myself today at work. Took my 10-minute break and I figured it out. You guys are fucking scumbags. Anyways, YouTube, as per usual, later fuckers. That's the end of this broadcast.